On guys, back again today. Last night was a good night, but as far as the cash side of it, wasn't. I hit min cash, but that was all because of Buddy Hield. Threw up another dud. The guy's just inconsistent. You can't trust the Kings any night of the week, I guess. I scored a 305, and that's with Buddy Hield throwing up a dud. I had all the pieces to the puzzle, and he had a great matchup and let me down. Last night could have been a beautiful night. I don't have a lot of time today. I did a lot of research throughout the day. Some injury news broke that I've been waiting on before I posted this video, but I'm going to be real quick. Just get my plays out of the way and give some reasons behind them. Lonzo Ball, he's again in my lineup again, and I don't like the guy, don't like the player, but he's in a good matchup again. He's getting the minutes, injuries on the team. He does get the peripheral stats, not just the scoring stats, because he's not a great shooter. But last night he lucked into a few three-pointers. They're going to need all the scoring they can get without LeBron James. He's going to be the distributor. He's going to be the main ball handler for that team. The Clippers struggle against guarding the guards and the centers, so you can attack them both ways. But I think Lonzo Ball's got another chance tonight to flirt with a triple-double, definite double-double with points and assists. But last night was one rebound away from another triple-double. I think he has that upside tonight. Let's go Devin Booker for my second guy. Since coming back from injury, the guy's been on an absolute heater. He's on fire. He can catch fire any night. He gets the half-point bonus for three-pointers every single night. He throws them up. I mean, it's like shooting layups for that guy. I mean, you never know. And one night, he might get you 30 points, but on most nights, he's going to get you in the 40s, and he's got that ceiling of 60, 70. The guy's had a 70-point, real 70-point game in his career. I mean, the guy's got potential to go nuts any night. And tonight, my main reason for liking Devin Booker is because Paul George is out. With Paul George being out, Dennis Schroeder has the potential to go into the starting lineup. They're not going to make Russ Westbrook guard Devin Booker and get himself tired, because they're going to need him on the offensive end without Paul George out there. So with Dennis Schroeder guarding Devin Booker is going to eat him alive. Dennis Schroeder is a bottom 5 defender in the NBA. Great offensive player, great hustler, but he's a bad defender. So Devin Booker against a bad defender, give me that any night of the week. Going down to the third guy, and it's a sneaky guy, and I think this is my fire player of the night. I think he's going to be one of the top, if not the top, point producer tonight. I haven't heard anybody else talk about this guy yet, and I think that my knowledge of the game and knowing matchups, I think that I'm going to be right about this guy. I could see somewhere in the ballpark of 65 points coming in, 60 to 65 points coming in for Blake Griffin tonight. All because Indianapolis, yes, that matchup is going to scare people away, and that's the reason why Blake Griffin was priced down. But the position that they do struggle to defend is the power forward position. Miles Turner and Sabonis, they got that lockdown on the center end. But Drummond, he's a lot of man to handle down there, and he's going to draw a lot of attention. So with Drummond drawing the attention, you're going to leave a skill position guy like Blake Griffin that runs like a point forward against Thaddeus Young. Thaddeus Young is good, but Thaddeus Young is not going to be able to handle Blake Griffin. There's not a guy on this team that can guard Blake Griffin. Indiana, like Oladipo and Collison, they are great defenders. They guard the guards. They lock them down, but they don't have anybody for an answer for Blake Griffin. And with Oladipo and Collison being a great defender for the guard position, they are going to actually probably use Blake Griffin more in that point forward this game than they would any other. So he might get a big uptick in assists and be a main distributor for this team tonight to limit their turnovers and give them a chance to win this game. Next guy up is Dwayne Dedmon. He posted a 50-burger this last game. He's had a double-double, I believe, when I looked earlier, like 5 out of the last 6. Dwayne Dedmon is a sneaky, cheap play, and they're going against Minnesota. And although a lot of people see Karl-Anthony Towns out there and that might scare him away, but Cat's a great offensive player. But what Cat's not a defender. Cat uses all his energy and hustle on the offensive end, and he doesn't hustle for those rebounds except on the offensive end. On the defensive end is where Dedmon is going to get him. Dedmon not a great defender himself, but Dedmon's a great rebounder. And you can look at Dedmon getting probably a 15-15 game or an 18-15 game. I'm looking somewhere around the 15 rebound mark, which for 5,500, that's going to pay out nicely. Next guy up is Bradley Beal, putting in another great spot. John Wall missing tonight. With John Wall out, John Wall is hurt again. So Bradley Beal, the last time John Wall was out, it was an overtime game, but he had 80 points, fantasy points. He can get the assist numbers, the rebounds, as long as the scoring's there and they have somebody to feed him the ball, so he can do his because he's a great catch and release shooter. If somebody is distributing him the ball, he's going to have a great night tonight, looking somewhere around against a bad defensive team of Chicago. You're going to look at somewhere around the ballpark of probably another 45 to 55 point game from him. So with this core right here that I just gave you, you're going to look at the ball. You're looking at average salary remaining of 4,600. There's a couple guys in the $3,000 range, 3,700 range that I like as sleeper plays tonight that you can use to bump your average remaining player up. And you really get a nice lineup. The reason that I went with the guys that I went on this one is because a lot of people were going to go to Russ Westbrook tonight, and with Russ Westbrook being going to be chalky tonight, and I just wanted to save some salary with Blake Griffin, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal. But Russ Westbrook is also another great option tonight. Good luck on this slate, and see you guys tomorrow. I'm out.